Alright, so today I'm be recustomizing my Ultimate Part 4 Jason, because this is one of my older NECA figures. This is one of my first ones, so it's got a lot of damage and like weird looking spots now, and I just want to go for a more movie accurate look. Like the skin is way more like pale in the movie, the shirt is darker, and the mask is more yellow. So yeah, that's what I will be doing. Alright, so I added a much more vibrant dark green color, and I'm actually pretty happy with this. And now I'm gonna add some like black stains, because I'm going off the model from Friday the 13th, the game, because in the movie he was kind of kept like a secret for majority of it until the final battle, so you can't really see him, but that game has a good model for him. And I think this green is pretty perfect. It's much more vibrant and accurate than the old one had it. So I'm gonna go add the stains now. Alright, so this is how it looks with my staining. What I did to get this effect, it's not too visible on camera, but that's how I want it to be. I don't want it to be very clear. It wasn't that prominent in the movie or in the game. So I took black, just basic black acrylic, and I really watered it down and just put it on the spots where it appears in the game, and then I just wiped it off with a paper towel and dabbed it into the sculpt, which is how you get this effect right here. I think it looks really good. Yeah. Now I'm gonna be making his skin tone much more pale, because he did not look this zombified yet, but I will not be modifying the sculpt. I think the sculpt is very accurate. Focus. I really like it. So I'm just gonna be partially repainting it. I'm just gonna give it a brighter wash. So here's the color I ended up getting for the skin tone. It's much more mustardy brown, I guess. And this is the best I could get. I think it's actually pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. I added a lot more blood on the wound because it was much more fresh. These part 3 and part 4 take place on the same day, so that's this head sculpt. Here is the end of the movie head sculpt during Jason's death scene. I really like how this one came out too. Very cool. Now all I have to do is paint the masks. I completely finished this custom. I'm really happy with the results, and here are the masks. So for the more part 3 looking mask that actually doesn't really even appear in the movie, at least I don't remember him using this mask, I just kind of did my own thing, since like I said, there's literally nothing about this mask ever being in the movie. I think they just included this simply for the opening scene where they find Jason's body after part 3. So all I did was just make the blood wound much larger. I added black wash and a brown wash over it, and that's pretty much it. Also a little yellow. And then for the main mask, I'm really happy with this one. I mainly added more of a brown wash and made the wound darker but smaller, and added some yellow and made the chevron brighter, the last chevron it has. So here he is next to the 2 Jasons closest to him. I'm not gonna get out all of my NECA Jasons since I pretty much have most of them. I just don't have the dream sequence one, which I do plan on getting eventually. But I think he looks really good next to them, especially part 3, which I will definitely never customize this guy, because I think the reissue, since I have the reissue, looks pretty incredible. They fixed all the mistakes with the old mask, and it just looks great. However, the part 6 still does have that kind of disproportionate mask, But that's why I have this mask currently in the Part 4 Jason, because I want to see how my new mask actually looks on this one. Okay, so it's not a perfect fit, but I think this looks pretty great. I'm gonna be making a Friday 13th display pretty soon, instead of just keeping these guys in boxes. Hold up, focus. So I might have him displayed with this mask on, and him displayed with the messed up Part 3 looking mask that he came with. Or I'll have him with his factory mask, I'm not sure. But yeah, really happy with this custom, and I want you guys to let me know what you think about it. And soon I'm going to be pretty much doing the same thing with my NECA Halloween 6 Michael Myers. Focus. Alright, it's just not focusing. Because that thing has a lot of inaccurate colors on it. And I ordered an extra head for my NECA Leatherface that I will be using to make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 head sculpt for my pretty lady mask Leatherface body. So yeah, that's it. Subscribe. Bye.